Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's great to see you again. Long time no see. Finally back in New York City in my home setup with my own PCs, not a laptop, not on a PS4. And I'm going to record something a little bit new, a little bit different. A buddy of mine, his name is Cuvington, and I have been planning and building a brand new mod for Minecraft called Tarkraft. We are attempting to put the game Escape from Tarkov into Minecraft, make it playable. We got Stash. We got the shooting range. We got all these gun mods and all these attachments and being able to have each limb on your body, every area of your body have different health and different ways to heal them, all that kind of stuff. So today we're going to walk through it. We're going to give you a little preview. He's going to show me all the cool features he's got and then plans we have going for the future. And before long, you may be able to play with your friends. So this is Tarkraft. Let me know what you think. Leave a little thumbs up. Leave a comment. What you would like to see. But without further ado, check it out. Tarkraft.
So this is your current stash. This is just stuff I threw together for you. Over here on the left, this is like a store that I'm going to do for like different trades and stuff. So it's going to have pages and pages of just different guns, ammo, attachments, stuff like that. Nice.
So that works.
I believe that worked. So yeah, have a store here, and basically over here is where you can start the extract with this this PC.
Okay.
So the option right now is PMC. We can do a scav option too, so you can just basically spawn with zero items.
Very cool.
So why don't you start a PMC and I'll just teleport to you, and we can kind of that way I can kind of follow you around, and we can do that. All right. So it should tell you like in the text chat, it'll tell you like what kind of key fob you got.
Okay.
And where it's valid. All right. So the orange one is actually coincidentally here in this warehouse. So what we can do is add. I mean, right now we're kind of limited on the builds and different stuff that we have, but as we flesh out the map and stuff, we could just add different spawns. So right now there's like 5 or 6 different spawn areas.
Okay.
So since Minecraft's a little different than Tarkov, it won't be quite the same as just reaching your extract point. So what I wanted to do is make it like physical item based. So you go through like different tiers of items that you have to unlock. There you go. Nice.
And then you grab another key.
Yeah, so basically you start with a fob, which works on a terminal, and there's terminals spread out across the map. And then once you use it on a terminal, you get the card.
Okay.
And what color card you get?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, so we need to go to the science building, which is the big building in the middle. What I want to show you too is all the different sound options. So I really wanted to try to, like, in the places that we can make it realistic and similar to Tarkov, audio is a really big part of that in this. But it's really cool because all the footsteps should reflect like the material you're walking on.
Okay.
So concrete, all this gravel gives a nice crunchy sound.
Ooh.
Grass, you can hear yourself brushing through it like a bush. So it should be like kind of realistic, kind of similar to Tarkov. I mean, the sounds are kind of the same.
And those just custom sounds you attach to the blocks?
Yeah, so it's just reactive sounds. So depending on what kind of block you walk on, we can just put different audio.
Cool.
So water, and they're pretty much all done. I mean, they have just generic like metal, dirt, rock type sounds. But if we add blocks that we want custom sounds on, we can always import just custom MP3 sounds.
Very cool. Oh, I
no.
threw my gun off. Tried to lean, you know what I mean?
That's where it kind of gets limited, which kind of sucks. But it's Minecraft, so I think if you played Minecraft before, most people can kind of figure out the.
Yeah, it doesn't need to have a bunch of crazy. Yeah. Okay, so
one thing I do want to try though that I think we can do is like a breach option for a door.
Oh.
I think we can hotkey it to like basically destroy the door, and kick it down, which would be kind of sick.
Super cool.
All right, so your card should work on this. Nice. All right. And so the last one is the extract option. So this radio, basically you go to a radio tower of the corresponding color. That's where you can do the final extract. And we can always add more tiers in between. It doesn't have to be like key card, fob, and then extract. We could add more or duplicate them. So you have to do more than one, something like that. Here's a safe right here too. So these will spawn in the same locations all the time.
Okay.
But they'll spawn with random loot. And we can put it kind of on a timer, so every 30 minutes or an hour, the map resets with fresh loot. And you'll notice like you run slower with your gun out. So trying to get like a weighted option for these so that like different guns, bigger guns slow you down a little bit more.
Love that.
But for now, it just shows you kind of like a generic slowdown for speed. All right, so this is the radio for the green, and basically same. You just use it on that, and boom, you go back back to the hideout. So
super cool.
Yeah, pretty simple. I mean, we can always add stuff in between that. Obviously with other players on and the mobs spawning, there's going to be more risk, so it's not going to be as nice and peaceful as it just was. Let me throw a scab over here so we can test that out too.
All right, let's
so
practice.
You should see.
I didn't get healed. Oh.
So you should see your like your health stuff in top left. So if you take your bandages, you can right click with that in your hand, and you can choose like the specific body part that you want to fix. And it's pretty similar. Like the head, if the head goes, you're done. Like there's no like 0 health on the head. If the head's gone, regardless of everything else, you are dead. And once you apply bandages to different parts of your body, unfortunately, there's no animation, but it does take a little bit of time. So if you choose like a specific part of your body, it's going to take like 10 seconds to apply that bandage.
Okay, so in my inventory, I have mags and loose ammo. Do I have to pack mags or?
Yes, so you do have to load your mags.
Okay.
So those should have been loaded. If you hover over, you can see the current amount of ammo. So that's one thing you do have to do is kind of go through and make sure that you keep your mags loaded.
Double click R. Okay, so it puts a mag with not. Okay, and then you drag it over. How do you right click it over?
No, if you just hold like the magazine in your hand, and just reload like you would a gun, it'll reload it. And then if you go to reload your gun, it should put in the next full magazine in your inventory.
Oh, so I just like threw the. Okay, I just threw the ammo in. Awesome. And then I can throw it in the stack with all the other ones.
Yep. And then so if you have like just maybe you're out of ammo and you reload a mag and it's only got like 10 rounds in it, if that's your last magazine, the gun will accept it. You'll just have 10 rounds. So
okay. All right, cool. And okay, so this is grenade. You pull it out and you throw it left.
Yeah, so you throw that, and then there's a few different grenade types. There's a smoke grenade, which I'm not sure how useful it's going to be. Maybe in smaller areas, or if you're like trying to breach something, that'll be useful. There's gas grenades, quite a few different explosive types. But yeah, pretty basic. I mean, it's about as functional as it gets in Minecraft, which, especially on modded games where you're importing like custom models and stuff, it gets a little difficult to make that work like a video game does. But yeah, I mean, this is the basics. We can add loot. Definitely want to try to get the map kind of bigger and
So what is this little workbench for?
This is just for visual for now.
Okay.
What I was thinking is we could do like weapon upgrades and stuff like that. Maybe different materials. There are different types of ammo that we can do, explosive type, just different penetration levels.
That would be sweet.
So right now it's stuff that you have to either find from loot in cases or jackets or things like that, or just from other players, or you can buy it. But what I'd like to do is be able to craft like different materials if you have different stuff.
Okay. Food. Do you have to eat too?
Nope, no food. So we could definitely add that. I don't know if the game's like runs will last long enough to make it a necessity.
Okay.
But we could definitely do just like the default Minecraft food and just tweak like how much you have to eat and how often.
Okay.
We can also do like water. So we want to stay hydrated. That's pretty straightforward. It will just use the vanilla Minecraft mechanics.
Okay, so how do I mod a gun?
You press M while it's in your hand,
M.
and basically with the arrow keys. So right now you should have a laser sight on that gun. So for example, up is to change the scope. There are different barrel types, silencers, compensators, stuff like that you can use.
Okay, so if you have it in your inventory, it'll just cycle through them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Here's a silencer for that gun.
I had one earlier. Okay, and then you go barrel. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, it's got a nice little sound to it.
What I'm interested, and you said there's tons of different guns, right? Like tons.
There are.
Tons.
I'll put you back in creative mode really quick.
Okay.
It'll be the third page on the top. Sorry, second page out of 3. And there are a lot. There are tons and tons. That's why I didn't want to add all of them right after like the very beginning, just because there are so many. It'd be on page 2 out of 3.
What?
there are so many guns, almost too many. Like I've been going through trying to learn what they are, because if you just type in with the search on the top right, if you type in shotgun, there's like 20 shotguns.
Honestly,
They're
if we because all the ones that are actually like the VSS is in here, this SV98, the Vector, everything that's actually in the game, I think that'd be super cool. Like the people, let's see, Vector's the meta. That'd be hilarious.
Exactly. So yeah, I was thinking we could start with just game, because these guns are modeled after actual gun models. So just about every gun I would imagine in Tarkov is probably represented here. Maybe not every single one, but all the major major gun types are gonna be in the game. So yeah, we can definitely start with those. It's a lot, man. There's a lot going on, but it's
and then I gotta grab the ammo. Oh god.
And that's the other thing, is ammo is tough. Fortunately, if you hover over everything, it tells you kind of what that gun is compatible with. So that includes ammo, magazine types. If it's uses attachments, it'll show you what kind of attachments it can accept. Ooh. And this is where it's going to be like
skill, like there'll be a skill to it. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be like inventory management. It's going to be like stash management. Like in between, you're going to be spending like 10-15 minutes organizing your stash. Oh, I found all these different attachments.
Ooh, how do you go? Is there fire rate to change?
There is. By default, it should be B.
Oh wow. You can do the I love that you can do the zoom in like cinematic mode.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Sniping with this would be so fun.
Exactly. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh my god, this is so cool. People are gonna love this.
I know, it's gonna be so fun. I really can't wait. I just want to fly over the map when there's like 5 or 10 people running around doing their extracts, and there's just bullets flying and grenades blowing up, and it's crazy.
Well, now I gotta see. Where is it? Where's the SA58? It's got to be in here.
You should be able to search in the top right with the compass. It's just a little bit. Usually, the easiest way to search is by bullet type. So I'll put like 5.56 to pull up all the 5.56 guns. And what I kind of want to do, since obviously players won't have access to the creative menu, is do maybe like a user interface that just categorizes by gun type. Probably make it a lot easier to manage.
In terms of stash, though, how's that going to work?
So the stash will be a lot like an ender chest works in vanilla Minecraft. And again, it's kind of a limitation with Minecraft on how you can store items across multiple players. But it'll work something like this. It'll be bigger than this inventory, and it'll have the same thing where you can have like backpacks. So you can have cases and bags and stuff within your stash to hold items within that. So it's a little wonky,
but it'll stay work, log in, log out. You'll have your own.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, so you'll have your own. So basically, this hideout's going to be for all the players who are online, and we can make it bigger and add more space.
Yeah, it's like a lobby.
I want to add like just a lobby. I'll put like vendors and stuff. I'm not sure if we can pull off insurance. It's going to be a technical
we'll just
thing, but
put that
stuff like
down
that
the
where
list.
You can buy and sell, like I want to add like different items for selling, so you can actually make money and stuff, graphics cards, bitcoins and stuff in places. So
could there be a system, and I was actually thinking about this yesterday, instead of like having a quote unquote Bitcoin farm, like by getting a certain number of items, you turn it in, and then like on the Pixelmon server we're on, we'll get money every 5 minutes we're on or whatever online. If you gathered enough graphics cards, right, that rate at which you got rubles automatically would just go up.
Technically possible. I'm just trying to like visualize it
how it would work
in this situation, but yeah, I think so.
Like if you just had a certain number of items in your stash or whatever, it would just be like, all right, you get it every 10 minutes when you're online running raids, and you get.
I don't know if it would work in the stash, because when Minecraft stores item data, it doesn't really access that data until the player opens the container.
Is using the thing. Okay.
But what we might be able to do is like a tiered system where you have maybe like an item, like a Bitcoin mining farm item, where you can insert cards into that, and depending how many graphics cards you have in it, you get moved up to a different level.
That would be super cool
that way. So yeah, I think that could work. It wouldn't be as clean, but yeah, I think we can make that work. I don't know with this. Oh yeah, that's prone. Which is actually pretty nice. So yeah,
I love that it shows your guy when you go E. It shows him prone.
Yep. It's very cool. So the prone stuff works pretty well, especially if you're sniping and stuff. It's pretty sneaky.
So just everyone, because this is being recorded and we're putting this out as a video, our goal is to get to a point where, you know, we can make really cool community maps if we get enough people interested in being involved in that. Like, I could see the map just becoming insanely big and having tons and tons of different. So like, honestly, instead of having like separate maps, it's just there's different areas, and then you just like you did with the card readers, you just make like each area have their own card readers and their own own extracts.
One massive map,
and they're just blocked off from each other, just like actually Tarkov technically is.
Exactly, yeah. So just one massive map, and you know, when you go to the station, you can choose where you go to. Different times for different. I mean, we could do all that.
It could get absolutely insanely big too. The number of things we could do would be crazy. So, and
we can make all these textures and mod stuff available, like these different non-vanilla blocks to people.
Yeah.
So they can actually build it on their own time, on their own machine. You know, don't have to be on the server. They can build it locally. And if they have something they think is cool, they can, you know, upload it to Discord. Even, you know, it'd be super easy to have people share stuff. So yeah, I would love to see people's builds and basically just paste them in is all it takes, and we can make a crazy big map.
That would be that. I think that's the number one goal with the whole project, is getting people excited in that way. So if you're watching this video and you're like, dude, this looks awesome, I love Tarkov and I love Minecraft and I want to be involved, just comment and tell us what we can do, because give us some ideas, because
yes sir.
I'm like, I was showing this to Action Jackson, and he was like, dude, this could be game changer. This could change our game. Really could change our lives. It'd be nice to play a little less tense, little more silly version of Tarkov.
Relaxing Tarkov
every once in a while, and grind in a different way. And then, you know, change the way the game functions when we think that things need to be fixed or not. So
absolutely. And the other thing is too, like these mechanics can be applied to so many different things, like, you know, zombies and just general like team deathmatch type stuff. So we could even move out from Tarkov to just Minecraft gun fun shooty stuff. So
incredible. Give us your ideas in the comments below. We're getting really close. We're ironing out the final kinks. I think the next step is just to grab some other people that would be interested in just like doing a test run and messing around. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.